Hello there, it's Beck here from Hello, my name is Beck. I'm popping in today to show you this process video of a pocket letter I made. It's using this one 12x12 sheet from Uniquely Creative. The range is called Wild and Free, and I intend to just cut the 12x12 piece into the 9 pockets. I'm just auditioning here what I want to do, whether I would want to use the washi, the glitter washi, or the ribbon, or even both. So I won't make you sit and watch me cut the pieces for the pocket letter. So here you go, I've cut the pieces already, and then I've put the washi and the ribbon on the side. So here's the ephemera pack from the Uniquely Creative Wild Free range. And I'm just going to sit and audition some pieces on the actual pocket letter itself. Because of the detail of the paper, I don't really want to cover too much of that. I also don't want to add too much of the ephemera to the top to cover up the initial image that I love so much and I thought would make a fantastic pocket letter. So I did find the banner up at the top that I thought I could stamp my recipient's name on, and I just want a little tiny cluster down here in that right hand corner. So just testing out some of the things that are in the ephemera pack. I wondered whether I should layer some of the flowers because some of them match, but I thought to myself, no, it'll take away from that initial image if I have a layered flower on top. So I do steer away from that idea of layering the flowers. So I do settle on the word brave at the bottom of the pocket letter, and I guess I should probably explain why. This was actually inspired, this pocket letter was inspired by Alicia Wagman from Alicia's Crafty Hoplop. In February she had a challenge that we should all participate in, which was random acts of love sent to people that you need to let them know that you appreciate them, so that they know that the support that they give you is appreciated, for the people that do stand by you and are your crafty friends. And I've been meaning to make this lady something for a while. I got her a dress before Christmas and I wanted to make something personal for this lady. So the lady herself, she deals with an autoimmune disease every single day of her life. So I'm basically saying that she is really brave to deal with what she does, and how she manages to support so many others on Instagram and YouTube. She's constantly commenting on other people's work, and she has the ability to appreciate everything sent her way. She has a kindness of heart that is so true. And so I know that's weird to put on a sentiment, but I really did want to say to her, you are so brave. So that's what I'm stamping out here, is you are so, and then I'm just going to pop that above the brave. So even though I didn't actually enter this into Alicia's challenge for February, I wanted to link it back to that so that you could see she was the one that inspired me creating this mail in February. So effectively she reminded me that I wanted to send something to this lady that I'm sending to now. So I'm just about to stamp her name across the top, and hopefully everybody here knows her, and if you don't, you should go and follow her channel. Her name is Solae and she is from Enchanted by Craft. She's here in Australia. She lives in Queensland, and the videos that she does are normally a lot of VRs for everyone else. So she's supporting loads of other challenges and things. So I don't know how she has the time to support. She's constantly commenting, constantly making. And yeah, I absolutely love watching her videos, even though I don't get the time to comment myself. A lot of the times I'm watching everyone else's videos when I can squeeze them in a minute of my day. So I'll catch 5 minutes of a 20-minute video when I can, and then I'll watch the next 20, the next of the 20 minutes a little bit later whenever I can. So here I just found a brad in my stash. I don't tend to keep the brads in their packets. As you saw there, I had an A4 sheet of brads that I just literally punched through and use. So I was auditioning 2 brads here. You have one that's a crystal gem and one that is a pearl, and I think I settled on the pearl. Yeah, I did. So with this, I'm just layering this up. So the brave itself I intend to lay flat on the pocket letter, but I wanted to use foam pads to raise this part up so that the brave can almost slide a little bit underneath the flag. When I put this down, you'll see that the pearl from the actual brad pops off. Yay! So then I have to come in with my glue gun and fix the brad. Because Solae gets a lot of things in the mail, lots of happy mail in the mail, a lot of the time she gets VRs, and I didn't want to do a VR because at the moment I'm not doing anything for a challenge for her. But what I wanted to do was do this process video so that she could see what I made for her and how I made it for her. So yeah, it's something that I think she would really appreciate. So I'm just spending the time just here to, I didn't want to use wet glue because the wet glue would actually show through once she takes out the goodies on the other side. If she ever wants to use the actual pocket letter for anything itself, I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm just popping double-sided tape on here so that it doesn't mess up the actual pocket itself. Wet glue has a tendency of squeezing out the side and looking a bit gross. So yeah, I've just spent time just literally cutting double-sided tape just for each of the sections of this word. So if you aren't subscribed to Solae Enchanted by Craft, I think you should. You should definitely hop over and see her channel. She does the most beautiful videos. She appreciates everything everyone sends her, and yeah, she even has a couple of tutorials on there. One of my favourite is her cotton candy. I think that's just so adorable and great to add to a happy mail. You could probably even do the cotton candy as a keyring or a charm on the side of something. I'm sure she already has. So just popping this brave down and trying to slide it just underneath that flag, just slightly. So I think that the items I've chosen don't detract from the actual 12 by 12 paper on the front, and I think she will actually really appreciate the bohemian florals here. Yeah, it's definitely Solae's style, and I tried to match that as much as I could. So here I'm just auditioning some sequins. So I want to make a couple of shaker pockets on this mail so that it adds something extra. I've got the one up at the right hand corner that has not much in the way of the image, and then the one in the left hand bottom corner. So I'm just having a look through my sequins and seeing which ones would go together really well as a mix. So when I settle on the ones that I've chosen, there you go, I'll pull them all out. So you've got the mint green, you've got the baby pink, the rose pink, and the clear translucent at the end. So the baby pink is a shiny pink, and then the rose pink is actually a matte sequin. So they look really good as a mix together. So I've just found a little tiny pot that I can actually put more sequins into and just mix it up. So I'll take this off camera and I'll sew the pockets. So I'll just pop my sequins box away in a second. So the sequins box that you can see here is definitely not all my sequins. I do have a blues and turquoises box. So you can see I'm pointing at the pockets. So here they are sewn in, and I've done some sequins on this side and some sequins on the other side. Now, so here are my goodies that I'm going to be popping in for Solae today. So these are miniature butterflies with little flowers on. Absolutely love the way that these turned out, and I think Solae would really appreciate them for her Happy Mail. Those are kind of enamel dots, but they're matte enamel dots and just miniatures with lots of lovely colours. This is a sticky notepad. Obviously the actual packaging won't fit into the pocket letter, so I had to take it off. And then some of the ephemera you saw me using earlier. I thought Solae would really appreciate mixing some of the ephemera together to have as maybe some cards, so she can make some cards. These are handmade bows that I've made, and I know that Solae loves bows, so I've made some bows out of the ribbon that I have in my stash, and then these are paper bows from a die that I have in my stash, and so I made these specifically for Solae as well. I've used scrap papers that I have in my stash, and yeah, I've made some with the colours that I could find. These are wax seals that I've spent the time pouring and stamping out for her, and I used pink and bronze. So here we go. What I did was, because that sticky pad wouldn't fit in and the bows wouldn't fit into the pocket, I actually attached them to the outside of the pocket so that I can put it in the envelope. So one last finishing touch on the front, because Solae loves bows so much, I did find these two little bows, and I'm working out where I want to put it. I do have my glue gun there just to attach it. And here you go, this is the finished pocket letter. Absolutely loved making this for Solae, and so I hope everyone likes what I've created today. Thanks.